So let's talk about the rules of the original Battletech game and compare it to a competitor that came along and basically kind of failed, combat assault vehicle put out by a local company, to me anyway, in North Texas, Reaper Miniatures. Hello everybody, my name is Preston Poulter. Welcome to my channel, Lords of Iron, where we go over all things mecha, and what can be more mecha than the original Battletech, a game I played the hell out of way back in high school. So I was intimately familiar with those rules. I had the hit locations memorized. I did a video on the Crusader, info card to check that out. And, you know, when looking back at the Crusader, I was like, this is a good mech. Like, you know, like, why did it get such a bad rep? Because I remember at the time, like, nobody really wanted to play it. And then somebody posted, because I haven't played the game in a long time, well, it was a death trap because of the way the rules went. Like, you had these internal locations, and with the Crusader, because it had all those missiles, you had all these missile ammo spots, and assume, you know, one of those is going to get hit kind of early, well, at least in terms of how the damage goes, because you had to wear your way through the armor. Battletech damage rules are kind of goofy. They're not realistic. If you are hitting a tank, you don't have to hit the entire front of the tank and wear all that armor off before you start going into the critical components. It's about penetration of one spot. So you know, did you hit the front of the tank with enough force to make its way through that armor? Yes or no? It's kind of a quantized thing. And Combat Assault Vehicle honestly kind of does a better job. The damage is more abstract. You don't have damage sheets as much. You basically have one damage sheet for a style of mech, and then you have steps. So, if that mech has been damaged one step, then you'll just use a die on the base of it and go, this is taking 1 step of damage, 2 steps of damage, and then you just refer to your sheet. Combat is a lot faster. You know, you can imagine, you know, a mech can die in like a turn or two after it takes a few hits. Whereas in Battletech, like, typically a mech's gonna need, unless it's the Crusader, you know, a good 4 rounds of heavy combat before the thing's done. Now, of course, there are, and this might be why, say, Battletech, I mean, the arguments I want to look at is, why did Battletech become a success, maintain its success, but games like this one kind of never really caught on? If you check on eBay, there's been 1 copy of this rulebook sold in the last 90 days, and it sold for $3. So one of the things I gotta say is that psychologically, and I'm a gambler, so I understand gambling mentality, and when you have things like random chance, it gets people more excited. And that's why in role-playing games, people like critical hits, despite the fact it's really more detrimental to the players, because the enemy's going to get critical hits on you, and it's going to matter more than you getting a critical hit to just extra kill an orc. When you look at Battletech, you see the same thing. Oh, a PPC shot. Oh my god, I hit your head. Oh my god, your pilot's dead. You feel so good because what typically would have taken you, you know, turn after turn of just firing away at this thing, you one-shotted it. And it feels so good to one-shot a mech. Whereas, you know, in CAV, which has, you know, a pretty clean rule system, you don't really have like those one-shots, you don't really have those critical hit effects. Also, I mean, let's face it, Battletech came out first, and this culture has grown up around it, and there haven't really been any competitors which have been able to come in and dislodge it. Despite the fact I think Battletech's rules are a little goofy, and the Crusader is kind of the case in point. It was a cool mech, it's a cool design. Under the rule system, it's a death trap. Anyway, I'm a gamer, I'm fascinated with game design. I thought you might find this interesting. This has been Preston Poulter with Lords of Iron. Thank you very much for your time. Take care.